Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thank you for joining us today. We're talking about things that we're leaving behind in 2025, whiskey things we're leaving behind, as well as whiskey things we're excited about in 2026. We've been doing the channel since, well, it originated in early 2021. Our videos didn't come out for a few months after that, but
still early 2021.
We've been doing this for a few years.
Yeah,
so
a couple few.
We've learned a few things, and if you're newer to whiskey, maybe, hopefully, we can share something here today that helps you and encourages you along your path to what is inevitably a large world of a bunch of hard-to-get stuff oftentimes that you see a bunch of other people talking about. And we're going to speak a little bit to that. We're going to talk about hunting, what we're leaving behind, what we're looking forward to in 2026. We're going to talk about FOMO, the fear of missing out, how we feel about that at the end of 2025, going into 2026. And we're going to talk about just overall consumption, personal, social, all those things. We'll talk about it. So we're going to hit those 3 points, and each one we're going to have something we're leaving behind in 2025, as well as something we're looking forward to in 2026.
It is currently 2026, so it's something we have left behind.
Correct.
In 2025.
Yeah. There we go.
And things we are looking forward to implementing in 2026, which is this year.
There we go.
The year of our Lord 2026.
There we go. So let's start with hunting.
Okay.
What are you leaving behind in 2025?
How about you? What have I left behind? Because it is not.
What have you left behind in 2025?
Well, I don't hunt, so let's talk about you, and then I'll just piggyback on you.
I don't really hunt either, although I will say sometimes things pop up, and I'm like, oh, I do kind of want that.
Yeah.
And I'll go look for it. And I think slowing down enough to think about whether or not it's a bottle that I'm actually excited about in the context of not just trying something. Trying stuff is great, but you don't need a bottle of something you're just curious to try.
Yeah.
You need bottles of things you really like.
So in the hunting / acquisition section, it's you're leaving behind buying bottles you're not excited about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Or you have left that behind.
Yeah, I have. And honestly, I did a pretty good job last year. This specific point would frequently mean that I went over my personal budget for whiskey every month in 2024 and years past.
Buying things that you just wanted.
Yes. And in 2025, I tried to clean that up.
You did a good job.
And I think I did a pretty good job. So the budget has been...
You're just going to tighten it up even more in 2026.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even tightening it up. It's just, if I see something that's like, oh, that looks interesting, I would maybe like to try that. I got to take a second. I got to take a beat to think about, like, what flavor profiles do I really like? What proof points do I really like? What experiences do I really like? Does this fit within all those criteria? If so, it's probably a safe bet that I can buy the bottle.
If so, circle yes or no.
But
do you like me? Circle yes or no.
If it's not that, if it's the flavor profile, but it doesn't have the proof point or the experience that I'm looking for, there's really not a reason for me to purchase that bottle. Like, maybe it would be fun to try, but I really don't need it taking up space in the home. So many people in this hobby can attest to the fact that when you start buying everything that's interesting, you start running out of space.
You run out of space. So you've left that behind. So what are you replacing that with?
Okay. 2025, I think, was a really cool year for whiskey. And when I say whiskey, I'm a bourbon guy, so I think about bourbon specifically. And I'm speaking to that specifically. I thought rye whiskey had a great year in 2025 as well. I can't speak so much international whiskey, even though we both love that a ton.
Can you answer the question I asked?
Yes. But with bourbon specifically, what bourbon has done in 2025 has raised the bar. Like, the floor is still there. You can still get Knob Creek 9. You can still get Jack Daniel's Bonded. You can still get Rare Breed. All these bottles exist for $50 or less. But the upper end of the market has expanded, and they're making really cool stuff. So I'm excited about the competition between the brands. And not competition in the sense that somebody's winning and somebody's losing. It's just everybody is seeing that demand and interest is waning a little bit in bourbon. So they're pushing harder, I think, to make some really good special releases. And I think 2025 is indicative of that. Case in point, Knob Creek 21, awesome bottle. More expensive than I would prefer, but awesome. Came at 18, came at 17.
Would it be fair to summarize that and say you're looking forward to 2026 raising the competition? Like, the competition aspect of it is raising the bar of whiskey.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to that.
I want better bourbon. I just want better bourbon.
Okay.
Whatever the bourbon that I just had before, whatever's in this glass, the next glass I want to be better than this glass. I just want it to be
and you
better.
see you see that happening in 2026. Okay.
Now, in 2025, you had to pay for that better bourbon. They're not giving away Knob Creek.
You probably still have to pay for it.
Yeah,
like
they're not giving away Knob Creek 21. They're not giving away Calumet 18. And matter of fact, I feel like they may be taking some of these lower priced products and saving some of the older whiskey they used to blend in for some of the special release products, which is widening the gap between the quality of the shelf stuff versus some of the special releases.
Interesting.
With that said, I don't drink enough. Like, if there's like a thing that this is a funny aside quickly. Our daughter, I was talking to her and she was saying something about all the whiskey bottles around here or whatever. And I was like, we don't even like to feel drunk. Like, that's not our intention with consuming.
Too old for that.
Yeah.
It does not feel good.
Like,
it's not fun.
Drunks, like people who do too much, like they're often buying the cheapest stuff they can possibly buy and they're just downing it and then they're buying the cheapest stuff again. A good sign of somebody who doesn't drink too much is somebody who has a lot of bottles, because you can't drink them all. You just can't do it.
Physically.
Right. So to that point, I don't need a bunch of bottles, but if I can get, I don't need the low end.
Says the man who has hundreds of bottles in our home.
I don't need the bottom shelf stuff, and I don't need the kind of stuff that just tastes like a bunch of other stuff. I want the really good stuff, and if that means it carries a higher price point, I'm at that point where I'm willing to pay that, and I can't, you say it all the time, you can have almost anything you want, you just can't have everything you want. So I can not buy 5 $50 bottles to save up for a $250 bottle. And I'm at the point where I would rather have the $250 bottle to enjoy a higher quality product compared to the 5 $50 bottles. And I know that's not a popular opinion. I got to be honest, though. If we were doing this channel for clicks, we would do it different. I'm just being honest with you guys. You don't have to agree with it, and that's totally fine. You can let us know in the comments below. But that's where I'm at with 300 plus bottles, running out of space in our home, 400 plus bottles. I'm giving bottles away. I don't even know where we're at now.
Let's move on to our second point.
Let's move on. Our third point.
Second point. We have only...
Our second half of our second point.
You didn't announce the second point.
Oh, okay. Well, you go.
Did you?
You go.
FOMO? Did you talk about it?
Lead the way.
Well...
Be the change you want to see in the world.
We'll have to look at the list. Yeah, you definitely we haven't talked about the second point, so
all right,
do it.
Let's go. FOMO. What are we leaving behind in 2025 regarding FOMO?
Fighting the FOMO.
The fear of missing out.
The fear of missing out. I
did talk about special releases that don't fit my profile. Oh, no. That was more in, like, the bottles I'm not excited about. The same thing applies for special releases.
Y'all.
Basket of Cats. Sorry.
Y'all. Those of you who comment in the comments telling me that I am not nice to him, you see what I have? Like, I gotta keep him on task. Like, this is what I have to deal with. Somebody's gotta keep him wrangled in, or it's gonna be an it show, an it with an SH show. If I don't,
hey,
I'm just saying. Look. I'm just saying, bro. Those of you who have commented before, you know who you are. I gotta keep him in line. We all know it.
If you want Josh Uncut and me to ramble for whiskey for
join Patreon.
An hour and a half,
join Patreon.
There's a video link, or there's a link in the video description below to our Patreon community. You can get plugged in over there for as little as $1 a month. That'll get you bonus live streams, and I do uncut, just me live streams over there.
He does,
and they go for way too long, about way too nerdy
about
stuff.
an hour longer than he tells me they'll go for.
Usually, but check that out.
So if you want that, join Patreon.
And that's also where you can get our barrel picks, which brings us to our next point.
Let's do it.
Fear of missing out. This is our second point.
Yes.
10 minutes into the video.
What have you left behind in 2025?
To the point of regular bottles, I'm leaving behind special release bottles that I know don't fit my palate. And I've learned that through blind tastings, trying a bunch of stuff. Look.
And that is a trial and error thing. So that is something you can't really do when you're new in your whiskey journey. But once you've tried a lot of stuff and you kind of know where your palate leans, you can You can know, okay, I'm not going to like that, or I've tried that, I don't like it, I don't need it.
If you don't like Thai food and someone tells you, go to this restaurant, it's the most amazing restaurant you've ever tasted in your life, and you look it up and it's Thai food, and you go to that restaurant and then you tell them, how dare you send me to that restaurant? That's terrible. That's your problem.
Yes.
It's Thai food. Okay. Don't eat Thai food if you don't like Thai food.
You've left that behind in 2025.
If you don't like to wear the color purple, and then somebody tells you there's an amazing shirt out there and you go buy it and it's purple, and then you put it on, you're like, I hate this on me. It's your fault. Don't buy things that you know you don't like. Even if other people say they like them. Even if I say I like it, she says she likes it, any other whiskey tube channel out there says they like it. If you know you don't like something, do not buy it.
Because taste is subjective.
Unless you have a qualified opinion. Maybe you've watched enough of our videos to get a beat on our palates. And then we say, hey, look, we don't typically sit around drinking rum, but this is a rum that we actually really enjoy, and it's very bourbon drinker friendly. Or let me bring it home closer.
You can vet your preferences against someone else's opinions, but don't take what someone else says as gospel.
Right. Let me bring it closer than rum. Let me bring it to rye.
Okay.
I'm a bourbon guy. Aaron's a rye guy.
I am.
When I hear people talk about bourbon drinker ryes, my ears perk up.
Yep.
Because I've learned that I really like rye whiskey that can masquerade as bourbon.
You do.
So I need to, when people are doing rye reviews, I want to hear, is this like a supercharged rye, in which case I'm out, or is this a bourbon drinker's rye, in which case I'm listening very closely as to why they like it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're leaving behind, special releases that don't fit our palates and our profiles.
Special releases just to get special releases are not for you.
Yes.
Not for us. So what are we looking forward to for 2026 in regards to FOMO?
I hate this phrase, but I'm going to say it because it matters. Because people got their feathers ruffled about our favorite 10 whiskeys of the year in 2025 because we had some of our picks in the pool.
But those are our favorites.
That's what I said. Our favorites are our favorites.
If people wanted us to be dishonest, we could lie and say none of our picks are our favorites, but they are.
Also, we do picks all the time. Check them out in the video description below. But that's not the point.
I'm super confused by what you...
That's not the point.
Okay.
The point in the video was, it's not about our picks. It's about finding somewhere that does barrel picks that align with your palate.
Okay.
And then you're basically getting tailor-made picks that can beat limited editions. So what we're looking forward to in 2026 is the next single barrel that is a limited edition world beater. We've picked plenty of them ourselves. Before we did our barrel picks, we had a local store. I could throw a rock and hit 45 liquor stores in a few miles radius of our home. One of them had a specific profile. The reason they picked their barrels, the way that they chose barrels, aligned with our palate perfectly. Yeah. And many times I put their picks against LEs, limited editions, in blind tastings, and their picks beat limited editions for our palates. Yeah. Now we're doing the same thing with our barrel picks. Find somebody that lines up with your palate. It doesn't have to be us. It's not about us. It's about finding somebody that fits your palate. Yeah. And then you can actually get this. I can't go buy a King of Kentucky. I just can't do it. I don't have the budget for it, and I also don't have the access to it. But I can get barrel picks that, in our top 10, ended up beating King of Kentucky.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
I love it.
It's just a fact.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Sweet. What's the next section? Consumption.
Okay. Social
what are we
stuff,
leaving behind? So I am the resident social sipper of the group.
You are.
And I think, well, I don't feel like So for 2026, I'm refocusing on health. I started the year...
It's a pretty standard resolution, but a good one.
I started the year sick, and I'm refocusing on health, and I'm not like, I'm going to work out 27 days out of a week. You know, like, there's not 27 days in a week, but you know what I mean? The whole year, I'm taking a holistic approach to my health. I don't drink a ton, but when I'm in a social situation, sometimes I can be like, I'm having a good time. Let me have fun. I'm drinking socially. I'm going to be more mindful when I'm in those situations as something that I'm doing for my health. Watching my consumption socially, which is not... I'm not saying that because it's a problem. I'm saying it because...
Right. Good point.
Yeah, like I don't have an issue with it because I don't like feeling drunk. That's something I don't do. But even with that in mind, even bringing it back less, because I don't need the extra whiskey all the time, even socially. I can have a good time and not drink whiskey. I can have a good time and drink 1 pour or 2 pours, call it a night, drink, tonic water, whatever. So for me, specifically, I'm leaving behind the pressure, because I have a whiskey tube channel, to feel like I have to be always drinking whiskey when I'm out with people. I think that's what it is. You saw me process this real time.
Okay.
Literally. I'm leaving behind the pressure to always have whiskey in my glass. It could be sparkling water. That's cool too.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, the easiest analogy here is food. And you tell me this all the time. Like, if you put an entire cake in front of me and leave me alone with it,
He'll eat it.
I can and possibly may eat the entire thing.
Will. You will.
Sweets are my kryptonite. Like, that's my real problem. Whiskey, I don't have a problem with overconsumption, but sometimes in social settings specifically, I do tend to overdo it. And also sometimes I just tend to, I like tasting, I don't like drinking a lot.
You like tasting different things.
Yes.
Like, so that can get you into trouble when you're tasting a little bit of a lot of different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think just being mindful of my consumption, we're getting older. I have other hobbies. I have health goals. I have all these things. It's just a natural thing around this time of year to be thinking about this. But I've been thinking about it for a long time. And we've just, it feels like the last 2.5 months of 2025, we spent in some various form of sickness in this home. Yeah. Whether it was you, me, or the little.
Yeah. And that just kind of reiterated how we need to really value our health. Yeah. Because when you don't have your health, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, and it's got me pretty inconsistent. But I will say the thing I'm looking forward to in 2026, and this is the thing that honestly is the most valuable thing about whiskey to me, period. Couldn't give a rip about a bottle. I would rather drink a bottle of Rare Breed with a good friend than...
Rare Breed's good. Why are you knocking Rare Breed?
No, I'm just like something I can just go out and buy that I enjoy.
Okay.
I'd rather drink a bottle of Rare Breed with a really good friend than a bottle of Russell's 15 by myself. You know, I'd rather drink a bottle of Eagle Rare with a friend than George T. Stagg by myself.
Yeah. We're looking forward to more social interactions in 2026. Yeah. More friends, more hangs, more experiences with you guys in 2026.
The things that actually matter. Because bottles come and go, but people and the bonds that you can make through whiskey are valuable. And there was one time where somebody in the comments said, I'll be glad when I never hear anybody talk about community ever again. And I was like, dude, bro, like, you need a friend.
That's rough, because
you need a friend.
As an introvert, as someone who loves being home and who's an introvert, so I'm a homebody and an introvert, I have realized through working from home and working for myself that I still need to see people. Yeah. I still need to get out of my house. I still need community. Like, we as humans crave community.
Yeah, we're built for connection. Yeah.
So we're built for connection. So,
and the older you get, the harder it gets, which is what's so beautiful about this. I read an article the other day. It was about how business deals used to happen on the golf course. But not everybody can play golf. It's a hard sport. Yeah. You know, I haven't played in years. I love it, but I haven't played in years. Never made any business deals on the course. But whiskey is becoming the ground where people can gather around and make connections and do business deals. But it also works with, developing community connections as well, which in the video description is a link to our Patreon. You can get plugged into our Discord through that. And we got a bunch of great people over there that are talking whiskey and a bunch of other stuff all day, every day. It's an amazing community of good people, like-minded people. We say it all the time. Be good, do good, drink good whiskey. Yeah. That's what our Discord is a reflection of. So if that resonates with you, you should check it out. Yeah. Speaking of being good and doing good, we're also excited about charity endeavors in 2026. Yes. Between our channel here and our charity fundraiser, for mental health every October. We've just hit $100,000 in 5 years.
Yes, of donations.
That's amazing. Last year was our biggest year yet. It was $34,000 plus.
Awesome.
Incredible. Hoping to even one-up that in 2026, but we'll see come October.
Yep.
We'll talk about that more throughout the year. Separate and apart from our channel, I helped co-found with Lance over at Whiskey Tornado, Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews, and Joe Carter of the Maumee Valley Whiskey Society. We founded Barrels for Hope, which is a 501c3 charity organization. Careful who you hang out with. I accidentally started a charity with my friends. We've raised, I think, $90,000 in 2 years of donations.
The Barrels for Hope charity, yeah.
We're wrapping up year 3 here as we speak, and it's totally different. Like with our Patreon, you get plugged in on a tier, and then you get barrel picks when they release if you want them. With Barrels for Hope, you're signing up to help charity and also saying you're trusting the palates of the founders enough that we're going to go pick barrels and make them available to you guys. They just show up at your door.
Yeah.
It's basically a subscription service, and you get 6 barrel picks a year. It's an awesome thing. We've donated $90,000 to charity. So between Barrels for Hope and Stuff and Whiskey, which I know you're not officially part of Barrels for Hope, but if I'm doing it, you're supporting it.
Yes.
So between Barrels for Hope and Stuff and Whiskey, it's pretty safe to say that at the end of 2026, we will have donated over $250,000 to mental health.
That's pretty cool.
And that's amazing.
So I am looking forward to that. Like, that's a big part of what we want our channel to stand for. You know, we're a married couple drinking whiskey on the internet. Like, how weird is that?
Yeah.
So we want to make sure our weird...
And how weird is it that you watch it?
Our weird does some good.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of our channel. If you've been a part of our live streams, if you are a part of Barrels for Hope as well, thank you. I think we can't leave it at any better time. So
we should get out of here before I start crying and get all emotional.
Yes, Josh is a crier. He's a talker and he's a crier. Yeah. So you get the good with the bad.
Yeah.
No.
Which one's the good and the bad?
You pick.
Okay. Dealer's choice. Right.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. I think I would say the crying's good and the talking's bad.
No, the talking is probably bad.
To an extent.
To an extent, it's good though. Yeah. Because you are a really good communicator. I'm an
over-communicator. You know, over-communication
sometimes
is a sign. I just found this out the other day.
Anxiety?
Well, that, which is also brought about by childhood trauma.
Yes.
Which is true.
Which you have, yeah.
Yeah.